I'm gonna do a roll. It's 12:03. And we are here today to discuss a request for proposal for watering and mulching of newly planted trees for the city of St. Louis. So this is kind of tied into our IRA grant, and we're going to plant a bunch of trees. I think 3,200 trees, and we want to have a contractor come in and mulch those trees once a year, and then water them for during the dry period. So kind of like we're in right now. So I guess I need to do a roll call. So my name's Alan Chinkowski, Commissioner of Forestry, and we have Jason O'Malley.
Jason O'Malley, Arborist for Forestry.
Angela Pearson.
Present, Angela Pearson, Mayor's Office. And
then Craig, how do you say your last name? Sorry.
Simshauser. For some reason, there's an S missing on it and the screen. I don't know why. It's Simshauser.
Simshauser. Okay. Craig Simshauser.
Yeah, Comptroller's Office Asset Manager.
And he's present.
And then we've got 3 non-voting people here. I'm Tracy Hoare from Forestry. And we have our contract compliance officers who are in training. You guys want to introduce yourselves?
Yolanda Mosby.
Zachary Campbell.
So we're training them on this process so they can carry the torch. Doretta's calling me. So you want to hit mute on that.
Yeah, one sec, guys.
Craig and Angela, I got Doretta on the phone here. I think she's on the public link and not on our link somehow. So Doretta is on the phone. Doretta, can you say hi?
Jerry from STL TV, can you promote Doretta to panelists, please? If you're still there.
I'm gonna turn this down.
Who's the host of this meeting? Because they can promote her to a panelist.
I probably don't watch, but
there's got to be a host.
I think Doretta might have just. Okay.
Looks like.
What does that say? Join.
I think I just.
I lost.
Okay, perfect.
He must be joining us on. Oh.
Yeah, it says Tracy, you're a co-host. You can make Doretta a panelist.
Okay. She might be in now.
Okay.
There's
great. Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, that's all that needs to happen. If someone isn't a panelist, you can promote them to be a panelist within the meeting.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
So I guess we're the first ones that jumped on. That's why we're hosting.
I'm not.
Not sure.
Okay. Anyways, let's move forward. Craig and Angela, did you guys receive this RFP from Doretta?
It would be from me.
Oh, it's from Tracy.
Tracy sent it out. I recall seeing that. Yes.
Yeah.
So as long as it's this page 2 is not a table of contents, correct? Because the one Doretta sent had a table of contents, the one that I sent doesn't. So just to make sure we're all looking at the same document.
One second.
So the second page is the table of contents. That's the wrong one.
Is not. Yes, correct. The one that has a table of contents is not the one we're reviewing.
All right. I got the wrong one.
Oh, bummer.
Well, then good. We're going through this.
we need some dates here to kick this off.
Here's some suggested dates.
As long as Doretta is able to do that today, then this can be
While we're waiting on Craig to make sure he has the correct document, I know Tracy is non-voting member, and who were the other two? Because I heard you said there were three.
Four.
Yolanda Mosby
Oh,
and Zach Campbell.
Thank you, Tracy.
Yep, I got the right one, sorry.
okay, great. So
I have it too.
you do, okay. So we're looking at page 2. I guess our first questions we have here would be request for proposals to be released. And
Doretta, are you able to submit today to Multigraph for City Journal?
Yes, once I have all the dates of what we're doing and everything, I do that, as soon as we're done, I,
Okay.
follow the next process.
we'll work with you on that. And we'd like to get this submitted by September 10th
As opening.
to open, which is next, what is that?
That would be Tuesday. That's when the City Journal comes out.
Next Tuesday. Is everybody okay with that?
Yes.
And then the deadlines
Questions?
for questions would be October the 4th.
That's a Friday.
And how many weeks would that be? The 10th, so that'd be 1, 2. It would be 3.5 weeks. And then we look to close it on October 11th. If those dates would work out for everyone. Any discussion on that? So let me repeat that. So to release the proposal would be 10/4 or 9/10. And then to have the questions due would be 10/4. And then to close the RFP would be 10/11.
Sounds doable.
Okay. So on the first page here, our goal is the RFP is to provide watering services for newly planted trees and provide mulching, kind of what I mentioned before. I don't know if anybody has any changes on this front, second page 2 here. Which pages? Make sure we
Yeah. Number on
put number on them.
it.
If not, we can move on to page 3. Oh, any conversation with anything?
Had the date in.
Say it again.
Yeah, date.
Oh, where you at there?
Especially contact person questions.
Okay.
So it'd be 10/4 on page 3.
On number 2, contact person question. Tracy, you are the contact person. We put Tracy down since she's not a voting member. And then the emails would go to her.
Agreed. That makes sense.
And then this would be, what was it?
10/4.
10/4. And Tracy's email is there.
Mhm.
Contact decision. Okay. And then page 4. Is that 4?
Yeah. I think ours are just slightly different sizes.
Yeah.
It's page 5 on mine.
Yeah, that's fine. Any questions for page 4? It just kind of goes into the scope, how much water per size of tree, and then basically you need to, their individuals would work with the forestry department on scheduling watering. And mulching would take place. If I'm not mistaken, in November. Go
So
ahead.
the version I'm seeing doesn't have page numbers.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
put page numbers
So
on
we
them.
need to insert page numbers.
Yeah.
Mine's
Okay.
cool, Angela, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
So
on
I'm
the scope of
Page
work, right?
4,
Yeah.
Scope of
scope of
work.
work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where are all these trees located? Are they just in different parks, different communities?
They are in,
They're gonna be mostly street trees in some parks as well.
but they're, I'm sorry, go ahead.
So they're gonna be all located within the CGEST areas, which is the Climate and Economic Justice Screening Tool, is what we used to determine what are the underserved areas of St. Louis.
Mhm.
And so that allows us to have a grant that we don't have to match.
So they're in this, yeah, about 50%, would you say 50% of the city, maybe more, maybe 60% of the city. But it's in those areas designated by the federal government that we have to plant these trees in. And there will be a map. There's a map we had on this thing, right? Yeah.
We will include a map. There's not one right now.
Okay.
I linked to the screening tool in section 3.1,
Yeah, I saw that.
but we need the ward map attached at the back. Yeah, so I guess to your point, we're putting about maybe 60% of the trees north and 40% south. Roughly.
Is there specific, I mean, this is probably just semantics at this point, but what kind of trees?
Trees that will do well on the street that do not have a designation of like invasive species.
Okay, like pin oaks, maple.
No,
Some
Yeah.
oak, but not pin oaks.
not, you know.
Yeah.
So it's just our normal street tree list that we'll put out there.
Okay, so
So-
no gumball trees. That's the ones I can't.
No, subtract those, like pin oaks aren't on our planting list because they have limbs that constantly droop down. So it becomes a maintenance headache for us. So like pear trees, sweet gums, any of the trees that kind of aren't on our, hey, we're not going, like we just added a locust trees. A lot of our locust trees are getting them spider mites right now out there, and they're defoliating, and they've been defoliating our trees the last 4 to 5 years. So we're kind of pulling back on planting that
Okay.
species of trees. So they're not all native Missouri. We kind of hang toward native Missouri, but we also have to have trees that really do well in on the street environment, which is asking a lot for a tree to grow in. So page 5, my page 5 would be
Section
submission.
4, submission.
Yeah.
We need this date.
So we need
Should be 10/11.
10/11 for the date to be submitted. And they are, Tracy, are they being dropped off at, oh, here we go, Clayton, sorry, it's right in front of me.
They come out here to the main office.
Yeah, they'll be going to Doretta's office, not Forestry. Which the main office is Park Recreation and Forestry.
Just, I guess as a note too, do you want like a directed to Doretta in the location situation here? In the box of section 4? How
You
just
mean
That's
like Department of Parks and Recreation, the Forestry, attention Doretta?
It doesn't matter, because honestly, when they bring them in, I have a sign-in sheet up at the front desk. Our front desk person knows what's going on. They're gonna give them to me anyway.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter.
Okay. We're gonna move on to page, I'm just writing these page numbers in here, 6, but section, what was that, 5?
That was section 4.
4. We got section 5. Any questions?
So you're the required qualifications and certifications, correct?
Yes.
Okay, what are you specifically looking for? People that have like vehicles that can deliver water, deliver all that? Okay.
Yeah, we're looking at, hopefully we get some landscapers with maybe like a $5,000 water truck or 5,000 tank water
Gallon tank, yeah.
something that could take on a lot of trees, try to get that cost down a little bit. Not taking out there a 500-gallon water tank, you just be driving back and forth all the time. So
Yeah.
Hopefully get some landscapers out there or tree services that water trees for a living. So we are on, I have a method of compensation, required proposal contents. Pretty straightforward usually on the RFPs. The next page has proposal evaluation. So it talks about us, the selection committee, and how we're gonna choose vendors.
Will we just be looking at their proposals, or are we gonna bring them in and interview?
That would be up to us. So we typically would just accept the proposals, then we'll review them. All of us we'll send them out, and we can all review them, and then we'll discuss the proposals. And then if we decide we want to bring in a certain company to talk to them, we can, or we can send them an email. The law department usually likes us to put it in writing and send out specific questions if we have to a certain vendor or to all of them. But we can discuss that when we choose a vendor.
Okay.
Next page is standard contract terms.
9, page 9.
Nothing there. We got looks like this just continues, right?
Yeah, it's just all the contract terms.
Oops, sorry.
All the way to page 15, and then it's the appendices.
Any questions? I'm looking over service contract, prevailing wage. I know there's probably quite a few of those. Termination of contract. Governing law and venue. And the appendix. I believe we wanted to add, looks like more living wage.
So many.
Yeah. So we're half the document.
It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. Just pay your people right.
And then I believe on the last page, we want to add a map.
Yeah.
So I think that would help the contractors kind of give us a legitimate bid and help them kind of fine tune it. If it's not the entire city, we can look at, specific areas so they know they're going to be in those specific areas. We do not have points on a map on exactly where the trees are. We know what trees we want to go, we want to remove, but we can't for sure say those trees will still be there in like 3 or 4 months from now. Some of them may blow down in a storm. So to say exactly where we're going to plant the trees, we can't really say exactly. We have a pretty good idea, but they'll all be in that highlighted area of the city though.
So
So
like it would give them like a zone and how many trees are in that zone, and they could plan accordingly how they're gonna do their watering or,
We
do
won't
it
know that
schedule.
quite yet either.
Okay.
Yeah.
That
We'll
part
know-
has to be negotiated, right?
we'll know 3,200 trees or
Yeah, we know that 3,200 trees are going to be planted. But
Yeah,
we don't know how many are going to be like in each ward.
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say, it'd probably be helpful to them so they could like plan out their watering schedule accordingly.
Well, under the scope of work, it does tell you about how much trees, again, not where, but it does have the amount.
And we won't know that exact numbers until we're running the process. So until
Fair
we
enough.
start removing trees, and once we remove trees, then we're gonna actually place. So it'd be kind of a shotgun approach. So we're not looking to overload one area or the next. And so we're working with the federal government on that, making sure everyone gets trees planted. All the communities get trees planted in their wards. So any questions on the proposal? How it looks before we send it out, or how anybody want to adjust anything?
No, I think adding another map, and if we could kind of give them like, zones and, maybe a general idea, that would help. I would think that would give them more to go on for a better, rate structure or whatnot. But everything
Okay.
else looks fine. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it.
Okay. Angela, anything?
No, I don't have anything to add.
Does anyone want to make a proposal to accept this?
Yeah.
Make a
Motion.
Motion to accept the proposal.
Sure.
She can't do it.
No.
No, so
yeah.
I will make the motion. I move that we accept the proposal with the amendments of adding page numbers and maps. Was there anything else that we said we were going to add?
The date changes.
And the date changes for this RFP.
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? I guess I should not say aye myself.
Okay, before we dismiss, I thank you all for that. Tracy, you're gonna add, because I think you have the template.
I'm gonna add the page numbers and attach the map. I'll send it to you.
Are you gonna put the dates in as well?
Yes.
Sure.
I mean, I'm just asking.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fine. And
Okay.
then can we go ahead? So if it's gonna close on 10/11, which is a Friday, can we go ahead and make a date for going over the proposals for like maybe the week after?
if you all could look at your calendar, it may save us a little time and email.
Yeah, let's set that date now. So are we looking at the week of the 15th? Is that or the 14th?
Yeah, yes. Then I'll make sure that you guys get them that we send scanned versions also, so you get them first thing Monday morning. So let's do it sometime after Tuesday, so you have a chance to
Okay, now Tracy, you saying first thing Monday morning, but the cutoff isn't until 5 o'clock Friday evening, which is the
Right.
close of business. And for you to say that they'll have them first thing Monday morning, I mean, that's pushing it, don't you think?
Are we talking about October 14th?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a
you're talking about the
that's a
4th.
holiday.
Is
I'll
it?
make sure that they're scanned Monday morning.
Yeah, it's Columbus Day. I don't know if we have that as a holiday.
Oh,
We
thank you.
don't.
Okay.
I think we
Double
gave that up for the day after Thanksgiving years ago.
We still have to give ourselves some time to review. I mean,
Sure.
maybe there's 5 or 6. There could be 20 applications that come in.
So do we want to just look at either the 17th or 18th or the following week?
Correct.
Yeah.
At the minimum, yeah. I almost lean toward the 21st.
All right. Well, let's go that way then, if that's what works best for you, Alan.
Yeah.
I have a conference the morning of the 21st from 9 to 12. So if we want to do it on that Monday, the afternoon is better for me, but the rest of that week is pretty open.
And I want you all to keep in mind, I understand afternoons are good for you. It's good for me up until 2 o'clock. And then Monday, Tuesday, and Thursdays, I'm gone at 2 to get my dad from rehab therapy.
Yeah. All right, that's fine. That's good to know. Craig, what does your availability look like?
You grab me now because I have nothing that week of the 21st to the 25th. So I'm open
Okay.
for whatever he has.
21st, 1 o'clock works for everybody.
21st at 1?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Got it down. Tracy, as soon as I can get everything from you, I can get everything submitted, and so forth, because through that new process, I don't know if it'll let me go further without attaching the RFP when I go to send it in.
Okay, yeah, and I think you'll need the Word and PDF for visually impaired, so I'll send them both to you.
Okay, that'd be great. Is there anything else anybody can think of?
If not, I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Perfect. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you all. We'll
12:29.
see you soon. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Perfect.
Hey,
Bye.
thanks again, Alan, for the GTC. It looks great over there.
Oh, great. Yeah,
Yeah, I can't wait to see what we do with it.
it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Nice to meet
Thank you.
you.
Bye-bye.
All right, guys. Take care.
Bye.